So folks, I still don't have anything 100% confirmed about the possible new Sony full-frame compact fixed lens camera, although the wild rumors and the signs are looking into positive direction. So I hope that in the next weeks and months I can give you a final answer about this. But there's at least one solid evidence I can share today that Sony again is really seriously thinking about it, because Chris from the Photographer openly shared an interesting chat he had with a Sony engineer. The Sony engineer asked him directly what he would love to see on a new RX1 camera. That question he got a couple of months ago on a Kando trip event, so this is not a recent news, but he just posted it this week. And he gave an answer about 4 of the priorities he wants to see on the new RX full-frame compact camera. He said that the camera would need a new lens because Sony and Zeiss don't work so closely together anymore. And I already told you in a past video that over 1.5 years ago Sony made an official survey among some of their most well-known Sony alpha photographers, asked them what they would like to see on a new RX full-frame compact camera. And one of the most recurring answers was to get a new wider lens than the currently available 35 size. So I suspect that if there is a new fixed lens full frame camera from Sony, that we might get indeed a new lens, not branded Zeiss. I think Sony doesn't need that Zeiss brand anymore, and also Zeiss doesn't make any new E-mount lenses anyway. Zeiss is more focused on making lenses for the smartphone market, and I think by now we all know that Sony makes excellent lenses. I think actually one of the main strengths of the E-mount system is Sony's lenses, because they're optically superior to most of the competition and way more compact. It would make sense for Sony to develop their own lens for the new RX1 III. So I can see this happening. The second thing that Chris answered was that it would need a new battery to keep up with Sony's current processor and sensors. Indeed, the RX1 R2 battery is very famous to have a very short life. You can only take a couple of shots and then you need at least a couple of spare batteries to be able to shoot a whole day. And I definitely think there will be a new battery, so I'm not worried about this. The third answer that Chris gave was the camera definitely would need weather resistant, that's good as the A1 and A9 III. I do agree, a fixed lens compact camera should be weather resistant because it's meant to be a travel camera that you always carry with you and you shoot street photography with it. So I think this is also going to happen. I'm not worried about this if the new RX1 R3 is really coming. The fourth answer is that it would also need things that completely separate from the other cameras in the lineup that make it unique. I also agree on this. It would be nice if the RX1 has some Easter eggs that make it very unique. For example, the Fuji X100VI has the hybrid viewfinder that makes it unique, one of the aspects. Then of course the film styles. The Nikon ZF has the black and white mode so that you can easily switch on and shooting black and white. I would love to have this on the RX1. So I hope that Sony not only thinks about the technical part, where I'm sure they will make an excellent sensor, excellent lens, but also some kind of 2-3 curious new tidbits that are worth to be implemented so that people have some fun with it. Black and white mode for me is on top. I already told you I would love to see Kodak film styles, which is probably not going to happen, but that would be pretty amazing if Sony could do it. What's interesting about this news of today is that first of all we have an official confirmation that Sony made a survey and talked to photographers about a possible new RX1 successor. So this is official now. It's no more a rumor that I told you 1 year ago. Now Chris Gampat from the Photographer confirmed it. And also I think that increases the chance that we are really getting a new camera. I'm that close to get a final confirmation about if it's going to be announced for real. And the second confirmation I'm waiting for is also when it will be announced. I hope it's still in 2024, but that's just a hope. But I'm working on those rumors, and maybe in the next weeks or 1-2 months I can give you something very solid about the next Sony fixed lens compact camera. And something else, if you are happen to know something about this camera and you want to drop me a message about it in an anonymous way, you can use the contact box on the sonyalpha website. I will link it directly in the description box below this video. Or you can also contact me at sonyalpha@gmail.com. So if you just heard something more about this camera, I would be happy if you can drop a message so that I can collect all the info and work towards a final rumor where I can share the good or bad news about a possible new fixed lens camera. That's it for today. See you soon.